Welcome to McPlum, simple solutions served daily.
You start by checking the keyboard's output type and powering it on so levels are stable. Plug a quality 1/4 instrument cable into the keyboard output. Use TRS only if balanced output exists. Next, connect the other end to the die input labeled instrument or line. Do this firmly to avoid crackle. If the die is passive, there's no battery, but active die may need phantom or internal battery. Make sure it's powered before proceeding so signal integrity is maintained. Once the keyboard feeds the die, set attenuation or pad to match the mixer's mic preamp and avoid clipping. Use -20 dB for hot line sources. Engage the die ground lift only if you hear hum, toggle it to compare, because lifting ground can stop hum but may affect safety grounds in rare cases. Then run a balanced XLR from the die output to the mixer's microphone input, which provides the best noise rejection for long runs and preserves the keyboard's tone. You finish by doing a sound check. Start with mixer gain low and slowly bring it up while playing. Watch for clipping LEDs and adjust the die pad or keyboard volume if distortion appears. This prevents speaker damage. If there's no output, confirm cables are seated, the die has power if required, and the mixer input is on the correct channel. If you hear hum, engage the ground lift, swap cables, or try another die box. These steps resolve most grounding and signal issues quickly.
Thanks for watching. Stay juicy and subscribe.